Let's learn how to play Drunkard's Prayer by Chris Stapleton. Well, hey everybody, thanks for watching another video. I just want to address the fact that I have been gone for a couple weeks. You probably don't know this about me, but I am actually a pastor, and every year around Easter, things just get crazy. So took a few weeks off of this, but I am back and ready to go at it again. And you might be surprised, but Drunkard's Prayer by Chris Stapleton is actually one of my favorite songs of his. I just love the honesty and the authenticity behind the song, and I'm excited to work through it with you. Let's jump into it. All right, so to play Drunkard's Prayer, standard tuning, no, nothing funky there. You don't need a capo, and there's really only 3 chords. There's an E chord, then there's a B chord. I think it's technically a B7. Okay, music nerds, don't come after me in the comments. And then an A chord, probably an A2, but we're just gonna call it an A chord for ease of use. And really the main driver of this song is kind of his picking pattern back and forth. He's kind of emulating like a country bass line on the acoustic guitar while he's playing those chords. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the intro. So let me play the intro for you first. It'll kind of give us a good idea of what our right hand needs to do as far as picking the strings go. So here's what it sounds like. So all I'm doing there is I'm holding a normal E chord. You can see the little diagram in the corner. And I'm starting off by just plucking the low E string, maybe the A string too. Like, there's no need to be real super technical in this, just kind of the low strings, then some of the mid strings. I'm not necessarily doing a full chord strum, just then I hammer from open to 2 on the A string. So it looks like this. One more time. And then I'm gonna go back and do just a little bit more strumming. So. Kind of that last upstroke is really another defining part of how to play this song. Otherwise, you're just kind of hanging out in the midsection a lot. So the verse starts off kind of on that same pattern that the intro was. I get drunk. There's your B chord, and what we're going to do here, instead of the hammer on the A string from 0 to 2, that's what we did on the E chord. Here what we're going to do is go back and forth from the 2nd fret on the A string to the 2nd fret on the E string, the low E string. So we're just kind of going back from what's a B note to an F sharp note. When I get drunk and talk to God. Back to the E. I say I'm sorry for all. Back to the B. For things I'm not. Then he does a real quick walk up on the low E string. Fret 2, fret 4. To an A chord. Say I'm sorry for all the things I'm not. I mean every word I say, and I promise I can change. So that's just an A chord, E, one time, then back to the A. I mean every word I say, and I promise I can change. When I get back to the E, when I get drunk and talk to God. So the chorus starts on that B chord, and rather than just playing it once, what he does is play it twice. It goes like this. I wish that I could go to church, but I'm too ashamed of me. I hate the fact it takes a bottle to get me on my knees. So after he plays that, he goes back and just sits on the E. And I hope you forgive the things you ain't forgot, That right there is open E, 2 on the E string to an open A. Then we're going back to the E. When I get drunk, talk to God. There is a little instrumental section that he goes to after the first chorus. So that's that same walk up that we learned in the verses. 2, 4 on the low E string up to the A chord. And he just does it backwards. So 4, 2, open. Then on the A string, we're going to go to that B chord. Then back to the E chord. So that entire interlude is the last thing we need to learn is what he does at the very end of the last chorus when he repeats the last line, when I get drunk, I talk to God. So this is how the end of that chorus is played. When I get drunk, talk to God. So again, that same walk up we already learned. Oh, when I get drunk, talk to God. To an A. And there is how you play the whole song. Let's go ahead and do a slow playthrough of the entire thing. When I get drunk, talk to God. Say I'm sorry for all the things I'm not. I mean every word I say, and I promise I can change. When I get drunk and talk to God. I talk to God, I tell him why we're through. I tell him all the things I did and didn't do. I say I can't be alone. He says, son, you're on your own. When I talk to God, I tell him why we're through. I wish that I could go to church, but I'm too ashamed of me. I hate the fact it takes a bottle to get me on my knees.
hope and forgive things you ain't forgot. When I get drunk and talk to God, I talk to God, I thank Him for the time, all those precious years. You are mine, all mine. Yeah, I know He's a busy man. He'll help me if He can. So when I talk to God, I thank Him for the time. And I wish that I could go to church, but I'm too ashamed of me. And I hate the fact it takes a bottle to get me on my knees. And I hope He'll forgive the things you ain't forgot. When I get drunk and talk to God, oh, when I get drunk, talk to God.
Well, there you go. That's how you play Drunkard's Prayer by Chris Stapleton. Pretty easy song. You should have it down in no time. It's a great one to just sit around and play by yourself. If you have any other suggestions for songs you'd like to learn, please be sure and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure and do that. Click the like on this video, click the bell, do all the YouTube stuff. I appreciate it. And if you'd like to kind of see what church I'm a pastor at, I will leave a link to that down in the description below. No worries if you don't want to, just thought I'd throw it out there. But hey, thanks for watching this video this week. We'll see you next time.